Let's just say it. Being productive doesn't mean doing more. It never has. I know, that sounds backwards. But stick with me. Because if you've ever had a day where you were busy for hours, but still felt like you got absolutely nothing meaningful done, you're not alone. And the worst part? Most of us just try to fix that by doing even more. More tasks, more tabs, more caffeine, more hustle. But here's the truth. Productivity, real productivity, starts with one single question. And once you start asking it, everything changes. You stop chasing the urgent. You stop drowning in your to-do list. And you finally start focusing on what actually moves the needle. So what's the question? We'll get there. But first, let's talk about why most of us are feeling overwhelmed, distracted, and constantly behind, even though we're working harder than ever. It's not because we're lazy. It's not because we need a better app or another hack. It's because we're spending our best energy solving the wrong problems. We're optimizing tasks that don't even matter. We're confusing movement with progress. So, the question that changes everything is this. What is the most impactful thing I can do right now? Not the easiest thing. Not the next thing on your list. Not the thing someone else is yelling about. But the most impactful. That question is like a filter. It cuts through the noise. It brings you back to focus. And today, I'm going to walk you through a 3-step method to actually apply it, starting today, without adding more stress or complication to your life. It's called the AIM method. AIM stands for Align, Identify, Move. 3 steps, simple but powerful. Let's break it down. Step 1 is align. Ask yourself, what actually matters to me right now? What am I working toward? What outcome do I care about in this season of my life? Whether it's in your career, your health, your relationships, your creativity, whatever. Because if you don't know what matters most, everything will feel urgent. You'll spend your whole day answering emails, fixing little things, reacting to everyone else's agenda, and forget to move forward on your own. So, alignment first. You don't need a whole vision board, just a simple moment to reconnect. Ask, what matters right now? Then, step 2, identify. Once you know what matters, ask the golden question. What is the most impactful thing I can do right now to move toward that? This is where most of your clarity will come from. And listen, impactful doesn't have to mean dramatic. It doesn't have to be hard. Sometimes the most impactful thing is setting a boundary. Sometimes it's having a 5-minute conversation you've been avoiding. Sometimes it's turning off notifications and writing for 20 focused minutes. Impact means the thing that actually moves you forward, not the thing that just makes you feel productive. And then, step 3, move. This part, it's not about motivation, it's about momentum. Once you've identified the impactful thing, take one step, even if it's small, especially if it's small, because action creates clarity, and momentum beats procrastination every single time. Look, I've used this method during some of the busiest, messiest seasons of my life, and every time I come back to that question, what's the most impactful thing I can do right now? I stop spinning. I stop trying to do everything, and I start doing the right thing. And over time, that changes your whole rhythm. You stop ending your days exhausted and unfulfilled, and you start feeling like you're actually getting somewhere without burning out. All right, let's hit pause for a second and clear up a few common myths. Myth 1, you have to feel ready or motivated to start. You don't. You just have to begin, even messy, even small. Myth 2, if it's not huge, it doesn't count. Wrong. Tiny aligned actions add up faster than you think. Myth 3. You need more time. Nah, you probably just need more clarity. So here's what I want you to try. Sometime today, ask yourself, what is the most impactful thing I can do right now? Take 30 seconds, breathe, answer honestly, and do just that. Even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's easy to ignore. Because if you can build that habit of asking the right question, you'll become more productive, more calm, and more in control of your time. Not because you're doing more, but because you're doing what matters. That's it. That's the shift. So, if this resonated, pass it on. Because someone you know is drowning in tasks they don't need to be doing. And this one question, it might be exactly what they need. And hey, if you try this today, let me know how it goes. Drop it in the comments. What's your most impactful thing right now? All right, I'll see you in the next one. Go be intentional. You've got this.